Chennai, the second game today. There's a lot of news. There's players getting injured, especially in India. We'll give you a quick update on that. Nitish Kumar Reddy has a side strain, is it, Zach? I think it's a side strain, so he's out. But Shivam Dube is now fit, so he's going to be joining. And I remember Shivam Dube was in the champion T20 side till 6 months ago. And a lot of you didn't notice that he was not there in this squad, right? That's the embarrassing abundance of riches that India has in T20Is right now, Zach.
Yes, they do. The options when you're looking at this format, for sure, there is enough to choose from. The like-to-like replacements are also available. So from that point of view, if you look at it, a lefty Rinku Singh as well, I think, is not available. So Nitish Reddy, a batter who can bowl a bit, Shivam Dube, a batter who can bowl a bit, so that's the kind of balance which they're looking to achieve. And two left-handers, basically left-handers replacing left-hander, so Shivam Dube and Rinku Singh, that you can look at that swap, and Ramandeep to Nitish Reddy, because Ramandeep as well can contribute with the ball.
Okay, I want to ask Michael Vaughan right up front that if Mohammad Shami is fit, would you, given the context of the fact that you want him for the Champions Trophy and you want to get him back onto the field and get some game time, if he's fit, would you play him?
No, if I was India, I'd just go with what worked for them just a couple of nights ago. I think spin to win is going to be a key against this England batting lineup. I like the formation that they had India just a few days ago, where they just obviously had three seam options. Hardik Pandya was exceptional. Arshdeep Singh is magnificent. Obviously, Nitish Kumar Reddy's no longer there. So you guess when you play England, you always look at the kind of formations and the kind of skill sets that you require. And I'm pretty sure that over the course of the next few games, we'll see Mohammad Shami. But when you're 1-0 up, there's 4 to play, I would continue with the same formation, the same kind of lineup.
Okay, well, India has won the toss and decided that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. India is going to be bowling first. Let's have a look at, there's obviously 2 forced changes because of Rinku Singh and Nitish Kumar Reddy. But what have they done? Well, that's right, they haven't changed the bowling. Arshdeep Singh still there. Hardik Pandya will do new ball duties with him. You'll have spin to win, as we've been talking about, with Ravi Bishnoi, Varun Chakravarti and Akshar Patel. The 2 replacements, well, for Nitish Kumar Reddy, you could say that there's Washington Sundar, who's going to bowl a little more spin over there as an option for the captain Surya Kumar Yadav, and Dhruv Jurel, who's been very impressive. I've been impressed with Dhruv Jurel's batting, Zach, not just in T20s, but even in the little bit of test match action he's seen.
Yeah, everyone is talking about that he's ready. It's just about him getting those opportunities. When the first choice picks are doing well, sometimes it gets difficult for you to utilize your good form. But the force changes here have definitely given Dhruv Jurel that opportunity to capitalize on. So that's the way it's going at this point, So you got to keep the players in the scheme of things. You've got to make sure that whenever the time is there, whenever the opportunities are there, you utilize them. And Dhruv Jurel and Washington Sundar, from that point of view, I think they will be looking at giving them this exposure since 2 players are injured. See where these guys are standing, how they're evolving at this level.
Well, Michael, we were talking about spin to win. India's decided that 3 was not enough trouble for England. Let's get a 4th one in because we didn't have a right-arm off-spinner.
Yeah, and I completely understand that. In Chennai, we look at the ground that they're playing on. It's probably one of the most spinning wickets in T20 cricket around India. So, if I'm setting up a team to play against England, I'm just going to go with so many spinners. You've got your off spinner, you've got your 2-leg spinners, left arm spinners. So you've got every single angle covered from an Indian bowling perspective. And obviously you've got a wonderful left arm seamer, Hardik Pandya, to bowl a bit of pace and swing and seam. So it's a perfect combination to play against this England side.
All right, England has one change because of illness. There's Jacob Bethel, who is pulled up unwell. So Jamie Smith, and Michael had said that he would like to see Jamie Smith in the squad. And one of the pacers has dropped out for bride and cast. So the pacer dropped out is, well, there's Overton, there's Archer, there's
Gus Atkinson.
Gus Atkinson is not. They played so many pace bowlers, had to go through the entire roster. They again are seeing this a little differently, because you would have thought, well, they have the option of one more spinner, Michael. Could have got that in, but they again are going with pace and bounce.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, I'll go back to the early 90s. I remember England arriving there for a test tour, and there was a test match where India played 4 spinners and England played 4 quick bowlers. You go back to a couple of tours, there was a day-night test match, and England played 4 seamers, India played 4 spinners, and England got rolled on that occasion. I just see a similar outcome today. You know the wickets in India are going to offer a little bit of spin. England have gone with Adil Rashid. There's a little bit of Liam Livingstone that they can use, but I think you need more than one frontline spinner on these pitches in India. So I'm not sure England are getting their formation absolutely spot on. They've gone with Brydon Cars, who's done very well in Test match cricket. He's a good all-rounder, replacing Gus Atkinson after just 1 game. But I'll go back to the previous game when there was no left-arm seam. There's no left-arm seamer in the squad. And I'll go back to when England were a magnificent one-day team around 2019 and then winning the T20 World Cup in Australia. England separated their test and their white ball squads a lot more than they're doing these days. If you look at what they've got on this tour, it's a lot of the test team that are playing T20 cricket. If you look at what India are doing, there's hardly any of the test team involved in the T20 game. And I just think that's the way that the game's heading, that you almost have separate squads, particularly from Test match cricket to T20 cricket. But England, with Baz McCullum, they're staying very loyal with a group of players that have done well for them in Test cricket. They're now going to try and see if they can do well in T20 cricket as well.
In fact, Zach, such a good point Michael makes, and we've discussed this a lot. You haven't just been saying separate squads. You've been saying separate to a point where they can run simultaneously, Test cricket and T20Is.
Yeah, I think there is going to be a time when Test and T20 format will be going alongside and shouldn't be dependent on each other, because you've seen now the top teams are looking at playing 5 Test series. So that is, you're looking at 2.5-3 months. So obviously, as the board, you can decide, which players are valuable for which format, if any of the players are overlapping. But generally, you're seeing the format, the way it's evolving, you will have a completely different T20 squad to a Test squad. And if you're able to do that, maybe few players will be repeating. But that call will always be lying with the board to decide which tournament or which series is valuable, of more value, importance, and then go accordingly. But that is just gonna ease things out, I feel, because Test match cricket, as we know, is definitely here to stay. It's not going anywhere, and T20 format is ever so evolving, and the popularity of that will be going. So though both the formats shouldn't be kind of eating into each other, it should just be running parallelly, so that you'll have more of each.
I'll tell you what, I agree with him. Test cricket is not going anywhere. T20I cricket has grabbed everyone's imagination. There is one format that's getting left behind in all of this. I'm saying, there's one that's getting left behind. Nobody cares about it that much anymore. But somebody does, who's asked a question.
T10 format.
Sorry, Michael?
Is that the T10 format that's getting lost behind? Or
Let me tell you, it's not the T10, it's not the 100, it's not the T5. By process of elimination, everyone's understood what I'm talking about.